Welcome back to the show, everybody. We got a great one for you this morning. The question this morning is, with the lack of price action, and truthfully, we got price action, but it's going the wrong way. Everything in the market is currently falling like a manhole cover from the sky. What's the question today? Crypto doom or crypto boom? Well, I'll tell you what, I think I'm going to show you evidence today that we're about to see a crypto boom. Let's just roll that beautiful intro.
This is Digital Perspectives with Brad Kimes. Subscribe for new content notifications. Now, here's Brad Kimes. Come on in.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. You can follow me on Twitter at @BackupBradleyAbove, and everything that we're talking about here today. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. It is a sea of red out here today. You can see it is ugly going into this Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. I think we're going to look at some information today that says it's not the crypto doom that everybody thinks it is. I believe we're about to see the evidence that says that the stage is being set for an actual crypto boom. We'll get into that in just a second. Right now, we see there's 1.5 trillion in the cryptocurrency market space. Is about $1 trillion missing, let alone the new money we're looking for to move into the space. I believe all of that is being prepped to come to this space. We're going to see evidence of that today. I really believe that. Looking at the range on XRP right now, we're at 84 cents on the bottom, 88 cents on the top. The technical analysts have all told us that these support lines of 80 cent range, 70 cent range, 65 cent, they're all support lines. We have seen this over the last couple of weeks, this consolidation, rollover in price, right? It all sets the stage. Everything is still in play according to the technical analysts. Now let's look at the fundamental news, because that's where it really hits home for me today. Right now, we see from the Hall of Famer XRP Crypto Wolf says major cryptocurrency exchanges exploring entering India crypto market. And you know what? India has been back and forth so much, like a bad tennis match, on whether they're going to be with crypto or not be with crypto, all of this business. But it looks like they finally are pointed in the right direction and they're going to get it worked out. Now, let's look at this as an update very quickly for the Ripple case. Unless I'm misunderstanding something, I thought there was some kind of hearing that was going to be on the 9th, and then they moved that to the 11th. Now, maybe it's open to the public and maybe it isn't, but I didn't see any information from James K. Filan, who's usually, really good about sharing that stuff. So I haven't seen anything. So it might be a misunderstanding on my part, and it's just a filing of some sort or some kind of closed hearing or whatever. I don't know. But if there is any information, please share that with us and tag me either on Twitter or in the comment section of this video. Okay, looking at this, just to catch everybody up very quickly here, Ripple files the objection to the SEC's request for a 60-day extension, which most of us know. Just want to give you that update right there. And here we see Ripple's lawyers say the SEC are citing irrelevant evidence in the XRP lawsuit, citing like 60 or 70 different cases that were really cited because they were initial coin offerings. Very quickly, Ripple did not do an initial coin offering. I believe this is one of the biggest reasons, aside from who remains the steward of the escrow, I believe this is one of the biggest reasons why Ripple's being sued. Because they really found a workaround, right? Instead of doing an initial coin offering, a Ripple company was originally called Open Coin. That's where the ledger was created under that company. That's where the 100 billion tokens were created, never going to be any more, and essentially gifted that lot of tokens minus what went to the founders and gifted that to the company Ripple, changed the name to Ripple, received the tokens. That's not technically what an ICO is. And I feel that with that coupled with the fair notice defense, and then obviously who remains the steward of this escrow, if you truly understand that they did achieve widespread adoption throughout the world, it would make the escrow very, very important. And whoever is the steward of that monthly release of that escrow would become very, very important. And it's currently Ripple, right? So this is going to get interesting as this unfolds further. We will keep you up to date as we get information. Now let's turn and start looking at what I believe is going to reveal the evidence that regardless of the current prices and the market being a sea of red, and really looking like crypto doom, I believe we're going to see it's really setting the stage for crypto boom. Here is a Bitcoin mining council made its formal debut amid growing debate over the amount of energy used in cryptocurrency. Now, when you go into this, it's all the normal actors that you would expect, right? Michael Saylor, MicroStrategy, right? And all these different entities coming together. And they're really trying to create this panel and this council that can really start to organize the mining of crypto and get away from what Kevin O'Leary calls blood coin, like the mining being done for Bitcoin in other countries like China. I believe this is a step in the right direction for them to really start to form a legitimate council so they can deal with the idea of energy usage and consumption and the backlash on it from legislators and market regulators. Now let's keep this moving because it gets more interesting. Binance, not Binance US, but Binance Malta. Crypto-friendly Silvergate Bank, which is bought by Barry Silbert and Digital Currency Group, which is also early seed investor in a company like Ripple and many other companies, has stopped providing services to Binance. The block has confirmed this. This is coming from Block Crypto and the Hall of Famer Michael Val. 5 links. You should follow him. International users of Binance will no longer be able to deposit and withdraw USD via Silvergate Bank. I believe just as that council's coming together, you are starting to see these kind of positions and moves take shape, because they can sense that the regulators and legislation are about to come in and set some ground rules here to a greater degree than we already have, and that is what's needed. Here we see crypto-friendly SEC Commissioner Hester Peirce called for a nuanced cryptocurrency regulations as several other agencies pursue stricter policy mandates. Now listen to this. This is Gary Gensler here, who says there should be federal regulatory regime around crypto exchanges. Okay, now we just read about how Binance Malta is getting cut out of Silvergate Bank, right? You know, it wasn't long ago we just found out that Silvergate was going to handle the reserves for, what was that? Is it the USD coin? No. It was something else that I can't remember. Silvergate Bank is so deep inside of this. I mean, that's Barry Silbert. It's ridiculous what's getting ready to happen. But let's go even further here, because this really points where we're really going here. And this is from Digital Asset Investor, who found a great clip from back in December 10th of 2018. And I believe Gary Gensler is going to tell you back in 2018, in this 1 minute and 13 seconds, exactly what the next few pieces of recent news are. And I believe this is going to show you and me and everyone who watches this video that it is not crypto doom. It is crypto boom. And that's why I've continued to accumulate. None of this is financial advice for anyone. I'm just sharing my own perspectives and what I've been doing. Everyone's going to make up their own mind. But the reality is, I have continued to accumulate my positions the whole time that this rollover and consolidation in the market's been taking place. Listen to what Gary Gensler says here. It's very, very revealing to what we're going to see, I believe.
Of trends in the crypto exchange world. One is likely consolidation. There's about 200 exchanges. At some point, this will shake out and there'll be fewer.
Okay, well, you just saw Silvergate Bank shut out Binance Malta. Right now, with regulations, you have a hype bar where if you're going to have regulations, there's a cost to keep up with these regulations. Some of these smaller exchanges don't have the capital or the liquidity to meet the know your customer and every AML and all the other standards that are going to be put in place and already have begun to be put in place. Here we go.
Two, I think some that are offering securities like tokens that are registered with the SEC, those exchanges will register as broker-dealers under Regulation Alternative Trading System here in the U.S., or Reg ATS.
There you have it. Now he's telling you for some that are offering securities tokens, which could be initial coin offerings, or even other tokens out here that appear to have gotten a pass and may be reclassified even. I've made the argument here many times that Bitcoin, in fact, could be a security. Now, I know some people are going, shudder to thought, but listen to what I'm going to say. It's obviously proved to be ineffective as a currency. I hold a little bit of Bitcoin, but the reality is that I'm willing to look at these things for what they are. And the truth is that if I'm holding Bitcoin, I truly am expecting it to go up in price. I want it to go up in price, right? And I'm doing that based on the expectation of others, which are the miners that control and maintenance the network. That is a security. That replace Bitcoin miners with Orange Grove workers, right? Orange Grove farmers, and you own the land, right? So that, to me, could be a serious reversal. And wouldn't it be the kind of thing that could create a gnashing of teeth? I'm not saying it'll happen, but I could see this where people would really shout at the heavens if all of a sudden Bitcoin and Ethereum become securities. And then the platforms have to hold a securities license to be able to offer these and other ICO products that are out there already. And this could thin the herd when it comes to exchanges if they don't have the clearance to sell securities. You'd be selling unregistered securities. Let's keep listening here.
And that will be in the next 6 to 18 months. But the more uncertain piece is, what about those exchanges that are just offering exchange for Bitcoin or Ethereum? And that will be more interesting to watch. I think the Intercontinental Exchange will have a big influence.
He's pointing to the New York Stock Exchange parent company that has opened a crypto platform called Bakkt. The New York Stock Exchange, that's right, Bakkt. Everybody forget about Bakkt? B-A-K-K-T? That's right, the New York Stock Exchange, for the parent company, and feel this for a moment. The parent company of the New York Stock Exchange has a cryptocurrency platform. Now, what did they know? I believe that they've known for a long time that there's going to be a pay-to-piper moment in the conventional markets, in the stock market. And why not sew another pocket on the other side of your jeans, so when the money runs out of that, when that stock market goes into a correction, some say 30, 40% correction coming to the stock market. And then when people flee that, a lot of that money is going to move over into crypto. And if you've got a pocket set up over there, which would be Bakkt, the crypto exchange, then you end up putting the same money you had in the other pocket of the same pair of pants. I think it's a pretty slick move. And I think that's exactly why they're in this space. And we know that this is the introduction of new asset classes, albeit some of them securities or not. Keep listening.
As they get into this business, and if others start to get in a regulated way, I think a lot of business might move to the markets where there's greater confidence.
Exactly what we just talked about.
More price transparency, more customer assurance that they're not just getting picked off by manipulation.
Well, there you have it. I mean, this is a really great clip, and shout out to Digital Asset Investor again for this clip. But this is a really great clip because look at the next few pieces of news here. Coinbase partners with 401k advisors to offer crypto investment for retirement accounts. Wow. Is it this what we're talking about? Isn't this the plan? Right? They've already gone public. Look at State Street, U.S. custody bank that oversees about $40 trillion in assets, has launched a dedicated crypto division to support cryptocurrency trading and more. $40 trillion in asset management. Are you kidding me? Right? Then take a look at this. Texas greenlights banks to custody crypto. This isn't crypto doom because the prices are down. This is a buy to dip moment because there's about to be a huge boom. Because what you're seeing with State Street and the agreement for Texas to greenlight banks to custody crypto is the stage being set to bring cryptocurrencies in this new asset class inside of the legacy firms and the former and the regulatory structure that is, I believe, what you see with a dealer broker system. That's where this is going. They never intended to let these new exchanges custody all of this money. Not for a second. And I tell you something, one thing I'm very excited about is when we actually do see name brand banks that are national banks, right? Like PNC and Bank of America, Wells Fargo, begin to make these offerings for crypto around the country. Now, what do you think the market will start looking like then? And I guarantee you, when it does happen, it will not look like this. That's going to do it for me. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe and leave a comment below. Make sure you share with somebody you know. Before we get out of here, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you check out Link2. They have an upcoming conference, June 22nd, 23rd, I believe, a global investor conference. It is the who's who in crypto blockchain space. You would be wise to register for that and attend that conference. That is going to be really great. Keep an eye out for these products. They do not last long. They go very quickly. And also Zipline is delivering with drones medical supplies. Very, very important company doing great things. Make sure you check them out as well. And I'll catch all of you on the next one.